Hi, my name is Ragan Ebersole. I'm currently a student at Ursinus College and I'm studying health and exercise physiology. I want to be a Philadelphia Phillies ballgirl because I have loved the game of baseball since I was a little kid and I have loved the Phillies game since I was a little girl. I know the game very well. I played baseball for 11 years before I ever even touched a softball, and then for another 3 years after that. I've played travel baseball, softball, basketball, and soccer, and I was a team captain on all of those for many years. Along with those teams, I was involved in varsity high school soccer, basketball, and softball. I started off with t-ball and I ended up falling in love with baseball, so I ended up sticking with it. I played every position pretty much, but then as I got older, I stuck with pitcher and shortstop. My favorite thing about playing baseball was that I would get laughed at and heckled on my travel baseball teams because I was, of course, the only girl that played. My favorite memory in particular was this one game at a tournament where I came out onto the mound to start, and I could hear the other kids in the dugout just heckling me, saying, "Oh, they're not really starting a girl right now. Like, this is gonna be too easy." And I remember I just kind of laughed because I was used to it. And then the first three batters came up, and I struck all of them out in 3 pitches, and not a single word was spoken for the rest of the game. So that's probably my favorite baseball memory from the 14 years that I played baseball. I eventually started playing softball because middle school sports came around. Plymouth Little League always tried to convince me to go over to softball before that with tight-fitted pants, and that was not my forte, so I stuck with baseball for a long time simply because of that, honestly. So I started playing softball when I was 13, and I stopped when I was 18, which was my freshman year in college. For my last 3 years of travel softball, I played for my local travel team, which is Odyssey Fast Pitch. I was a catcher for my high school team as well. That's my main position, and I also play center field, left field, right field, and I can fill in the infield wherever when I'm needed. The only position that I can't play for my life is pitcher, of course. During my freshman year in high school, I had something called cavernous sinus thrombosis. So I have had about 8 brain surgeries, and I've torn the labrums in my hips quite a couple times. So I have had 2 hip surgeries. So the fact that I'm still playing softball is maybe kind of dumb, but I just love the game too much to give it up. At this point, I'm 19. I don't think that I should have to give up what I love doing just yet because of health issues. I personally feel that due to all of my medical issues that I have matured a lot faster than a lot of my peers, and I have found that due to that I can connect with a lot of adults, and I'm good at speaking to adults, and I'm also very good with children because I work with children a lot, so I feel that I can bring that to the table. So I really want to be a Phillies ball girl because I think that I can bring a lot of energy to the section sitting near me, and I think that I can make the people sitting around me have such a good time and make them really want to come back to the stadium and see the games, and just because they had such a good time sitting in my section.